It's sylvanwood, rare as diamonds. You only find it in very old, very wild places. The carvings tell a story of the betrayal, the dread wolf tricking all the gods away from the world.
Start at the beginning. What happened to the gods?
Long ago, there were two clans of gods. The Creators looked after the people, the Forgotten Ones preyed upon us. And one god who was neither. Fan Harel, the Dread Wolf. He was kin to the Creators, and in the old days often helped them in their endless war against the Forgotten Ones.
I assume he got tired of helping.
That he did. Fan Harel was clever. He could walk among both clans of gods without fear, and both believed he was one of them. He went to each side and told them the other had forged a terrible weapon, a blade that would end the war. He told the Creators it was forged in the heavens, and the Forgotten Ones that it was hidden in the abyss. And when the gods went seeking it, he sealed them both in their realms forever. Now he alone is left in the world.
Because, you know, it looks like this. Not gonna lie, Traviso looks way worse than the area we were just in. Way worse.
The field hospital. How is it doing?
They need more bandages, blankets, and herbs for poultices.
I will lean on the merchant princes to loosen their purse strings. Rook, you must find Chance.
What happened?
He was here earlier, deathly ill, saying he had to see the market master.
The market is filled with the sick and injured. If Chance is blighted, or about to become a darkspawn,
We will find what has become of him.
Come on, we have to find Chance before he gets to the market.
Okay, let's get to Chance. Oh hey, hair's gone. I do like this robe. This outfit looks sick.
So, Lucanus, you're an Antivan crow.
Yes.
Do all crows have demons in them?
What? No.
It's fine if they do. I'm Rivani. Our seers let spirits possess them for ceremonies.
Well, Antivan crows don't. Spite was put into me by the Venatori.
Oh. That's messed up.
Is it though? I've seen it forged possessions.
That's a lot of dead Antum over there.
Those marks. A crow cut them down.
Chance?
It could be.
He was gonna see the market master. Let's find her. Excuse me, did a crow named Chance come by recently?
He saved us, is what he did. The Antam were planning a raid to steal our supplies for the injured. We heard them right outside the gates. Chance dealt with the brutes before they even set foot into the market. And he left you a note.
My time is running out. I do not wish any harm on the state order for people. The drowned district has already fallen to the Blight. It seems a faint place to wait. Show me no mercy. Another boss fight. I may no longer be myself when anyone finds me.
Chance is blighted. He asked us to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone. He's waiting for us in the drowned district.
Boss fight.
The Hamantam for serving them drinks was a joy. You guys want to talk customers now?
Some of the finest jewelists in Traviso wear my leathers.
That'll be enough.
Enjoy the feeling of rich Trevisan leather.
Close to what Chance's note said it'd be.
I love that beam. At first I was like, it is a beam. Now I'm like, the beam's freaking cool. Ew. So much blight. I like it though.
Eyes up.
I wouldn't know what to do this close with it. Oh, that as well. What? Why does it say it's connected, but it isn't? Is that another passage? You go on, jump across. But that would. Okay, we made it. Let me do. Now we got to get the Blight. Ow. That works. Hey. Lock on stuff. Die. Not me. The Blight, not me. Okay, try.
The dog spawn. That's chance.
Wow, that arm went down. Quick, quick. Okay, what? I'm not gonna do it yet. I need boom boom attack. For now, we'll just attack the chance. Okay, chance. You're not cool.
We need to close it. Ready. Get now.
One up. Okay. Chance, what the hell? Yeah, it's the lunge of a god. I think we should get away from this Blight spawn. Yeah, this one's so cool.
They're at range.
First, we'll come to this one. I'm sorry, Chance.
Thank you, friends.
Traviso will not forget you, Chance Candide.
Let's let Teir and Viago know what happened here.
You almost won that fight, Chance. Almost. Almost. But I won in the end. But I am Rook. Yeah, that's why it's like a little jump area to get to the boss room. Okay, let's turn to this quest. Kind of shocked that was another boss. Well, that super was really broken. I was about to say that was a really quick boss fight, but my ult was really handy there. Very handy.
Spy on me on Twitch. You will only see me representing this city as I should.
Who says you're worth spying on?
I just assume that's what you crows do.
You don't know us, but I know you.
That's scary.
Saying you missed out on the dragon excitement we had. Although I'm glad you helped the Shadow Dragons.
You're not upset I chose to go to Minrathous?
Of course not. If the Shadow Dragons need a minder, who am I to deny them? Seriously though, I have an ease in the dragons. Thank you for your help, whatever you need. I was very happy to see you take up Dareth's contract. A lot of planning went into it. I am saddened by what happened to Dareth and Jacobus, alone so young.
But many houses suffered that much.
More than we should have allowed, but Iago is right. There is no victory until we send a true and final message.
Can I help you find anything?
That's a lot of gold for an
One
upgrade.
time, Andaratea Cantori dueled with a blade I sold her. She held it up after she won and everything.
Totally.
Thanks.
Totally, my guy. Wrong way. Climb.
I heard crows can strangle a Kunari with their own Darsam.
With their what?
The ropes Kunari wear. You can strangle us with them, but only if they're tied wrong.
Why would we strangle you with your arm ropes? Why wouldn't we just stab you?
Doing it with the Darsam makes it look like an accident.
We're professional assassins. Most of the time, when we kill someone, we want people to know it was us.
Oh, okay. But you could strangle a Kunari with their Darsam if you wanted to.
Of course.
Is it smart to be practicing with your sword work right next to the injured?
So...
Just saying.
A handful of Antam have left the city.
Only a handful?
I heard they feared the Blight in the canals.
Opportunists fleeing their easy perch. They should fear that damn butcher instead.
We found Chance. He saved the market from Antam before Blight took him over.
Thank you for giving him a kinder end.
His name will be on the memorial we are building for all the lost.
Please, visit later if you wish to see it.
Sure. I'm getting Antivan crow strength, but I can't even do business here.
I heard what you did.
Jacobus.
You helped Minrathus. You left us. And Traviso. All the Blight. Just don't talk to me.
That was the first person that was actually, like, butthurt about my decision. It makes sense, because it's a kid. It would make sense. Pointing through the wall. I'll check in on Emmeric. Hey, Emmeric. You good?
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the Necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
Ah, now then. I'll walk in the graves. Walk in the graves.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
Insulted back.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit.
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmeric might know. That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Condescendingly, it seems.
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far?
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
A forgotten one?
What or who is a forgotten one?
The bad gods, or so we were taught, told never to speak their names. Elgranon, Gillenane, they were the good ones that you could pray to. But now we know the truth about the Evanurus. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Ask about Evanurus.
Archive. Tell me about the Evanurus.
A group of cowards hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
How about Solus?
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanurus, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Well, good luck with that.
Have fun with the condescending spirit.
I'll try. Could be worse, I guess.
Worse, like the wound of betrayal Lord Anaris suffered. Soon he will cast down the oppressors and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Okay, now,
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
dream big.
Keep dreaming. It's good to have goals in life.
The real dream is getting him to take a nap. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. There've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort. If you're facing prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
Tell me about Weishaupt.
I heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Huh. Fun bunch you hang out with.
The wrong sort have their charm.
Why is the first warden angry?
Has your first warden always been, well...
a stubborn bastard?
One way of putting it.
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elganon and Gillenane won't play by his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong sort.
Who are the wrong sort?
And just how wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun. Right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
I'd join the wardens if I was faced with prison or warden.
A hot meal and warm bed in Weishaupt is better than rotting in some dungeon.
It would be, but the food's always cold, and Weishaupt's drafty in the winter.
Are you really selling it?
It gets better. When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
Okay. Now I get it.
Best part is the warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
Everyone deserves that.
We all need that chance. Put past sins to right.
It makes the warden stronger to have people in our ranks who've lived in the shadows. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists fighting archdemons. It takes the wrong sort to put the world right.
Kinda like us, I suppose.
Minus the skeleton butler.
I don't know. Manfred the Warden. Has a ring to it.
How about we quit while we're ahead? See you around.
Oh, I also have a gift for you, my guy.
Good taste.
I can't even tell what it is. Looks like some paper. Maybe scripts from a warden entry? Okay, Tosh.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Your mother said something?
Is this about what your mother said on the beach?
No.
What'd she say?
Tasha's mother said that Tash acted more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
Can Ari have gender roles?
I wasn't raised under the Qune, but our people believe some jobs are for men and others are for women.
Yep.
You dress like a warrior. And for Canary, warrior is a man's job. Is that why your mother said what she said?
No. I mean, maybe. But it's fine. She says stuff like that all the time.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
We're here to help.
If you don't want to talk about it anymore, we won't. But whatever this is, this team is here for you.
I still don't know what this is.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at, I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
And we will never speak of this ever again. Knock on wood. Okay, Lucanus. Let's hope your conversations about anything
Lucanus?
else.
Where is he?
Alright, it's on.
Shit. You shouldn't have to deal with all this drunk. The sooner I can get out of here, the better.
Okay, Penguin. Gotcha. Okay, Lucanus. What's got your feathers ruffled?
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
I need to reach Lucanus.
Lucanus, wake up!
Ugh. What the?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Coffee can't fix everything.
You can't just caffeinate your way out of this.
It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
Can we talk to Spite?
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite. not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
Why is Rage Demon so tough now? They went from slugs to hard slugs.
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around?
It considers this all a game. Let's return the remains to where they belong.
What kind of game is this? What? Huh? Oh. Okay, you guys think I just do it still? Oh, you got to return it, don't. Bye.
That did it. The bones are back where they should be.
Kinda close, didn't I? I was very close.
Need a wisp.
I was very, very close. I did it. Easy. Yeah, it's legendary armor now. And she just got a new cleaver.
That's a win, Russ.
And you're dead.
Ready again.
Is everyone intact?
Mostly. Oh yeah, the door that he was talking about. That was in here before. Or was it supposed to be here?
Emmeric?
A Necropolis outing. Walking the graves. Let's start this outing.
Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
Still getting a lot of gloom. This is so neat. This is so creepy. This is so neat.
It's like being in a very, very specialized museum.
Yes, but the purpose of the tableau...
Wait, did one just move?
That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
It'd only be right.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
Wait, what?
So, what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead.
I like this graveyard.
Would you care to light the candle, Rook?
Sure.
Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon. Surprised there was enough to bury.
I mean, that's like a porta potty.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So, the Necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle?
This place is cool.
Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants?
Oh, alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right. Just on the side.
This way, Rook.
Another one
You're right about the gardens being peaceful.
The Necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census.
So you don't know?
Examining the graves?
Okay.
You'll need to light these candles as well.
So what's the purpose of these candles lighting?
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the Necropolis a little unnerving.
Well, veil jumpers appreciate the importance of history.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me.
I mean, This stuff is pretty interesting. It's kind of cool, but I understand why most people find it also really terrifying, really creepy. Well, not terrifying, really creepy, bizarre even. Yeah, especially this bit. Like what? That's normal? Yeah.
Ah, look here.
Your department, Emmeric? Hey.
Hi. Should I say hi?
It's curious about you. We're also enjoying the gardens, but we've one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Down here?
You thought the Necropolis was the best place for an orphan?
Better to learn death dwells all about us than be deaf when it calls. Yet, I was terrified of everything when I arrived.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me.
I respect that.
Come, the next set of graves lies ahead.
Not gonna lie. If I could probably... Well, maybe. I was gonna say if I could grow up anywhere, this would probably be pretty nice.
Please, light the next candles if you would.
But then you got it for Eldon. That's pretty nice there.
There's
Maybe.
much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality.
Death magic is really cool. That's cool magic. As long as there's no blood.
All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body.
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell.
One moment. I'm gonna take one. Okay, let's ring the bell.
Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Whoa. Actual spirits that want to talk?
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The Necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the Necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Only when it comes to boss fights. I don't tend to think about it.
I try not to think much about the big end.
It wasn't a choice for me when I was younger. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
In a graveyard. Anything for Manfred.
Well, if Manfred's excited, how can I refuse? Cheers, Manfred.
Okay, so he has a very common, rational fear of dying. As do most people. Okay. Kind of weird coming from a necromancer. Just a bit odd. Just a bit odd. No, surrounded by dead often. You kind
I'm pleased to travel with you, Scout Harding.
Just call me Harding. Should I call you Professor Volkarin?
Oh no, Emmeric will do. This doesn't seem a group to insist on formality.
I'm surprised some of us still wear pants.
Ring the bell.
At once.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
It's a meditative puzzle on the echoes of our actions.
You know the solution?
It needs to be discovered if it's to have any meaning.
All right.
Oh, I see.
Of course.
Let's try this again.
It was wrong.
At once. Of course.
And then we'll get this one.
I can assist.
And then we'll get this one. And then we got one more. Boom. Boom. We got one more. And kaboom.
Straight away.
Ah, that opened up something.
That it did. I don't like that area. It's vibrating my control and crazy. There we go. Baseball. Oh, hello. Yeah. Organ jar? I don't think the caretaker's someone like that. Precious. I think a K. Ooh, necrotic damage. A cheese wedge? Bruh. Okay, that might actually look pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Okay, where's this chest? It says it's right here. I'm not seeing any chest. You guys seeing the chest? I'm not seeing the chest. Does that have to do with this thing? Oh. Cool.
Red lyrium is showing up all over the city. The Venatori are using it for power, it seems.
Nasty stuff, that red lyrium. Nightmarish. Grows like a parasite if it gets inside you. At the end, you're more red lyrium than blood or flesh or anything that makes you human.
And there's no cure?
If there is, I don't know it.
Yo, Tosh, what's the problem?
Hey, glad you stopped by. I was gonna grab drinks with the Lords of Fortune at the Hilt. Come along if you want. Get to know the Lords.
Sounds good.
Dragon class. My hard-earned gold on it. Hey, Emmeric, you doing good?
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmeric.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
Our Watchers, or also Mortalitalis.
So, I've heard people call necromancers Mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mournwatch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are Mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
What kind of responsibilities?
What's the Mournwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
Tell me about the Necropolis.
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its majesty has stilled the tongues of kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits and the dead, a vast well of history, the duty and shelter of every Watcher. We who serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
Vigil? Against what?
What do Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade, Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
You mentioned homesickness?
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Corpse whispering requests?
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
And that's not your whole job?
You can get anything out of the dead, and they just let you leave Navarra.
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
Did you give up your class? Sis?
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
I'll see you around, Emmeric.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
With the undead. Sure. Okay, but what kind of rite?
Horrible demon ceremony or peaceful garden ceremony?
The latter, ideally.
Can do.
I'll let you know when it's time.
That point. The Great Passage. Oh, Asan? Okay, makes sense.
You seem at home here. Or is it a front? You know something I don't? So much for a straight answer.
Nev, you don't strike me as an animal person. Besides cats, maybe.
Oh, I'm not. Back home, you find a creature bigger than a cat, and it's probably half demonic. Damned if a third of the cats aren't either.
Small animals can be fierce.
I'm not surprised. In Arlathan, something could be small, fluffy, and the most dangerous creature you'll ever meet.
Can't doubt you there.
What do you think, Hassan? Is that like you?
Of all the nonsense we've run into, you're what's strange.
Hassan? Really?
There's been a god or two I didn't expect. But bad mages trying to make the world worse, that's not new. I had an uncle who went on about wardens and griffins. Loved the feathered things. They were always the heroes. If we're getting bedtime stories turned real, having griffins in the world again, it's not the one I'd have bet on.
Tell me about your uncle.
Were you close with your uncle?
I didn't see him much, but yeah, we were. There aren't a lot of mages in my family, and in a city like Minrathous, it always matters. I learned quick who wanted to use me to step up the social ladder. My uncle wasn't one of them. He'd have talked your ear right off, Hassan.
You're cute with an Asan.
You know you're sweet with him.
Aren't I always?
I walked into that.
Sing your praises and you still want something? I'll find you a treat if you don't tell Davrin. Have we got a deal?
Between us, I like Nev.
Hey, Hassan. Between you and me, I think I like her. A lot. Yeah.
Listen up. If Davrin finds crumbs, Rook takes the fall.
Falling. On it.
Okay, Tosh. Wait. Now, Tosh. An outing in... Is that the Inquisition logo? An outing in the Hall of Valor. Dragon class. Conversation? Oh, this isn't even an outing. This is a conversation. Okay. What are we talking about?
I saw the Hivernal flying by with my own eyes, big as the sky, and ready for the lords to come be heroes. We take it down, and the village nearby will eat like kings and love us for it. It had bright red and blue scales. They'll be worth a fortune, even beyond the Horde.
That's not a Hivernal. You saw a Calton's on. And she's acting normal. She's not one of the dragons blighted by the gods. Going after her would get us killed for no good reason.
I trust Tosh.
I'm gonna have to side with the Lords of Fortune's resident dragon expert.
You sure you're not just scared, Tosh?
Fight it if you want. Tell us where to send your stuff after it kills you.
Oh, sorry, Cutter. Tosh gets final say. We leave the Cultons on alone.
You think I can't fight a dragon just because I don't breathe fire?
You can't fight a dragon because you don't know what you're doing.
Fine. You're the expert.
Oof.
Well, that was awkward.
Not for me.
There's rumors of another dragon off to the west. Heard anything, Tosh?
Yeah. Not sure if it's blighted like the ones that attacked Minrathous and Traviso. But it's killing people in villages near Arlethan Forest. They need help.
Well, that's glory.
It's a fire breather. They always have lairs with a horde.
And there's gold. Tempted yet?
We might be able to spare the time for a dragon hunt.
Can't wait to see what you find. Now, has Tosh told you about fighting a Gamadon Stormrider in the middle of a typhoon?
Best time to catch him.
Oh, it was glorious, Rook.
What's up, guys?
No, I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you. Bellara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Bellara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
Ever seen anything like it?
Have you run into anything like it before?
Not at all. The principles are familiar, but the application, the finesse. Though admittedly, my interests lie more with the spirits. Look to Bellara for elven magic expertise.
And she knows big words.
She came right in and started talking about interstitial resonance and stuff?
Yes, not everyone who's self-taught bothers with complex theory.
Well, thank you.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all hours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
Mostly?
That was really reassuring. Until mostly.
In between the two? It's hard. I've never had a chance like this. This kind of access to knowledge. It's Solas's old home. I want to learn as much as I can.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
Even Solas slept.
Not that Solus should be any kind of example, but even he slept. You can too.
Sometimes I can't. Fall asleep, I mean, my thoughts get in the way.
Perhaps I can help.
With sleeping?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises, the ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice, thank you.
Of course. We must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay, I am going to relax. Right away. But, first, I had another question.
I thought you might.
Group bonding. We are a team after all. Communal notes on the lighthouse. A lighthouse spirit?
The shadow dragons were nice. May and the rest.
We have our moments.
They talked about gender stuff, and I didn't get all of it, but it helped. So, thanks.
Anytime.
Sure. Okay, Hassan, how are you doing?
Okay, that's enough. Quiet now. Fine. Who wants a treat?
I do.
Me? I want one.
Well, I don't have any.
Why'd you get my hopes up?
A little white lie to quell the riot.
Are you sure it's little to them? Yeah, Davrin, where's my treat?
Come on, guys, give me a break. Rook?
Squawk.
What are we all saying?
Well, it isn't be quiet.
Sorry. It's all I've got.
Wait, you can't just leave me with the...
Good luck with that.
We'll check out Lucanus, and then call it a day. Oh. Drinks coffee?
You know, we have more comfortable rooms and basically infinite space, so why
does the trained assassin prefer a quiet, unassuming spot with good choke points?
Guess you just answered that question.
Besides, I'm closer to the coffee.